This is Mark Ashby reading from USA Today Money section. How retirees on Social Security can stay afloat despite tiny COLA by Robert Powell. If ever there was a time to learn how to stretch a dollar and or make an extra buck or two, this would be it. Yes, if you're among the nation's 65 million Social Security beneficiaries who are getting a measly 0.3% increase in your monthly checks in 2017, you're in for some bad news. That $5 per month increase is likely going to go straight into paying for an increase in Medicare Part B premiums. Now, you won't earn less in 2017 than you did in 2016 in nominal terms, but if inflation is at 2% in 2017, your standard of living, your purchasing power, will surely decline if you don't get creative with your income and expenses. What to do? 3 options: increase income, reduce expenses, or do both. 2 ways to increase income. Rejigger your assets and go back to work. To be sure, you likely don't want to take on more risk than what's needed for the assets in your retirement accounts. We are in a low-return environment for the next few years going forward, says Ted Serensky, the CEO of Blue Ocean Strategic Capital. I would not suggest people take on extra risk to boost performance of investment accounts. But it is worth having the right types of accounts, traditional IRA, Roth IRA, and taxable, and the right types of assets in each of those accounts, growth stocks in taxable accounts, and interest-earning investments in traditional IRAs, for instance. Experts call this account and asset allocation, and it can go a long way toward increasing your after-tax income. For those willing and able, working as an employee or contractor typically offers the best way to increase income in retirement. If possible, finding part-time employment is a better way to maintain or boost a person's standard of living in retirement, says Serensky. Even 1 day a week could put an extra $40 in someone's pocket. He recommends seeking work at small companies or nonprofits, which could get a great benefit from experience someone may have and be willing to take someone on for a few hours a week. You could also earn money driving for Uber or Lyft, or by renting your house through Airbnb, for instance. Lower expenses. The big budget busters for retirees are housing, which represents about 1/3 of expenses, and healthcare, which represents about 15% of expenses. 2 ways to reduce housing expenses include downsizing or taking out a reverse mortgage. As for healthcare expenses, there are several ways retirees can cut their Medicare out-of-pocket costs to make up for any premium increases, says Katie Votava, president of GoodCare.com. 1. Shop smart for your Medicare prescription drug and supplemental coverage during this fall's open enrollment period, which runs from October 15th through December 7th. Some 90 to 95% of Medicare beneficiaries overspend on their prescription drug coverage, Votava says. They could save significant dollars by looking for a plan that offers better coverage for their medications. The key is to compare prescription drug plans based on your individual medication profile, says Votava. For his part, Serensky says retirees could switch from traditional Medicare, Part A, B, and D, into a Medicare Advantage plan, which has vision and dental coverage. They would still be paying the Part B premium, but many of the Medicare Advantage plans cover Part D within the plan, he says. That move saves about $20 to $30 a month in Part B Premium Plus. Plus, Medicare Advantage plans may offer extra coverage, such as vision, hearing, dental, and/or health and wellness programs. On the flip side, there are co-pays and deductibles with the Medicare Advantage coverage, so a person would need to assess how often they are seeing physicians, the amount of medications they are taking, and the like to see if changing makes sense, says Serensky. What's more, there are long-term strategies that people should consider to blunt the effect of future income-related Medicare premiums. For instance, Votava says Medicare premiums are based on a person's tax return 2 years in arrears. That is, the 2015 tax return determines 2017 Medicare income-related charges. While you cannot change your prior 2015 tax return, you can approach year-end financial and tax planning with considerations regarding cash flow strategies that will not increase Medicare income-related surcharges in the future, she says. Proceeds from a reverse mortgage or distributions from a Roth IRA are just 2 approaches that produce cash flow that will not affect Medicare premiums. Votava also says the Medicare income scale is changing dramatically this year. The result is that even more people will pay higher Medicare premiums.